I think that in your heart of heart, you think that we're gonna just die if we don't get married.
Right.
That's not how women work, because guess what? Just like you said, there's always somebody in her DM for companionship. She's not lonely. Single and unmarried does not equate to lonely. Okay. Most women have a person that if they want company, that man is okay, whether it's Ernest down the street at any age, Johnny, whoever. It's always somebody, who is available, who don't mind. We saw the video of the dude who came up, was singing a little song he wanted her to buy, did y'all see that reel? The old man, he was like trying to get the grandmama to buy, he wanted to come over. I mean, it's always, y'all think, listen to this, just like it's no different from, what if you lose your husband? What if you lose it's the same situation. Ain't nobody out here single. Everybody's single, but ain't nobody out here by themselves. You understand? People getting the companionship somewhere. That's why they staying happy. Only the ones who, I guess you want to call incels, are the ones who are not getting this. But we've already told you, women have access. Even if it's, he wants something from it, he got to give us something to get something. He's spending time with it. He doing something, right?
But women want marriage, Shan. Women want marriage, though.
Listen, they want marriage, but they don't want marriage with just anybody. It's not a bragging right for a woman to be married with a dude ain't doing nothing. It actually devalues you. Y'all talk about it all the time. How you be with a pookie? Why you gonna marry a pookie?
Why don't women feel that being big as hell is the devaluing? Why don't women feel that way?
I don't know why they don't think that.
This is the same. I guess when you're getting, because everybody can compare to the things that they're looking for and don't have, right? Versus looking at what is and what's really going to benefit. And I'm not saying that people, like men just in general, want an overweight woman. I'm not saying that. But the same is true for women. Women don't want overweight men. Like, there's just certain things that we that as humans we look at as being attractive. But I think the difference is that a woman will see what is the biggest benefit. Like, she'll take an overweight man if he meets her standards in other areas. She's more willing to compromise on certain things because what she's looking for is the resource aspect. That's our biological look for. So we'll compromise on the looks, we'll compromise on the weight, but if he can provide financially, we'll make do with that and love the heck out of that dude, right? Whereas I think men are much more visual, and that's your biological thing. We can't knock that. But at times you might overlook the fact that you places so much weight on the no pun intended, on that one aspect that you overlook marriage, even though that marriage would benefit you more. So it's the way that we are looking at things. We're not looking at the foundational things that are needed for marriage. We're looking at the superficial thing that makes marriage look good.
Yeah.
And I would argue too. Everybody on this panel is in their 40s, right?
Yep.
Every year you're getting older and older. Life happens to people, I think that we have this false illusion that, we're going to always be the way we are, and you just never know, God forbid. Life happens to people. And sometimes you do want a person who's going to be there for you to take good care of you if something, or just going to ride it out with you if something, God forbid. But I think that at this point in life, people, I know people who are, you're right, they like to say companionship, the marriage thing is not that strong, especially after you hit a certain age. It's like, oh, okay. More companionship, or more like, I got your back, you got mine, blah, 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 blah. But I get it. Everybody's got their preference. Nobody wants to miss out on their preference. And everybody has that right, because guess who got to live with the person you with? You. So, Caesar, if you don't want no big girl,
yeah,
you don't need to get a big girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody don't want a man that make a certain amount, what the man. Let people do what it is. I feel like we just stress ourselves out trying to control what other people are doing. You understand? And my only concern is I just hate the clashing, like boom, 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 boom. It's okay to say this person's just not for me. I'm not for this person. And move on. If she don't want to get on the treadmill, Caesar, by all means, let her eat her Big Mac and not be on the treadmill.
What you're saying sounds nice, but then when black men go overseas and have the passport bros, why were black women complaining about that?
They weren't.
No.
What? They were not?
Listen, the only time, this is what y'all don't understand about women.
Because they're trying to compare black women. If they leave black women out of the conversation, and
how
just
would you like it? Look here, Caesar. This is how it looks, right? It looks like me having a white man. And then I propose with my white man because black men can never do this. Black men don't pay no bills. This pays the bills. This white man knows how to protect me. How does that make you feel? Why can't I just love my white man and leave your name out of it? I chose a white man. This is the man I want to be with. I don't got to down black people, a black man in the process. Guess what? Just like TKO said a long time ago. At the end of the day, if he not have kids, guess we're gonna have black kids. Okay.
Who was complaining?
So that's what I'm saying. So my words against black men when I'm dating a white man trickles now to my black son. And you ain't gonna never hear me talking about black niggas. I'm gonna have a black son. And he ain't gonna never be able to go back and hear me down talking him.
Right.
Never. Sam, who was complaining when the NFL the NFL draft? Who was complaining when they were like, "Oh, look at all those guys that have white women up there"?
Listen. What black woman was watching the NFL draft?
Right.
It was all over social media. It was all over social media.
It was posted by men. See, it was men, and then women got under the comment. Every single post I saw, I was like, "You seem like y'all care about it more than we do." Yeah. I don't know not one black woman who was watching the NBA.
Yeah, Caesar, men.
No, they're watching.
This is what I want my day to be watching the NFL.
They're watching who their girlfriends are.
No,
I
they're
didn't
not.
notice it until,
I don't even know what day it came on.
Yeah.
Caesar, that's social media. There's most women were not involved in that Black Twitter nonsense.